Is there any connection between the internship that you have done and the job that you are doing right now? How you actually landed on this job? Can we apply for internship even after finishing masters, or it should be only during the masters? So Surya,
yeah,
I still remember when you first came to Germany. I picked you up from the railway station and I brought you to my house.
Yeah, that's correct.
Since then, I had a chance to closely observe your journey. I think this is almost like 6 to 7 years.
Yeah,
right?
6 years completed.
Right. So I got a chance to closely observe your struggles as well as how you successfully finished your masters and did a lot of internships and did a lot of part-time jobs till you landed on a job in a very reputed company in Germany.
Yeah.
That's KWS.
Yes.
So with that, I would like to start the podcast with a question. What you exactly are doing in the company right now?
Okay, so I'm working as a senior research associate in the data management team in KWS.
Congratulations for you.
Thank
Since
you.
how long you are doing?
So I'm going to finish 2 years by June 2024.
Okay. So are you happy?
Yeah, more than happy.
Very good. Can you give me an introduction about the company?
Yeah, so the name of the company is KWS, and its main headquarters is located in Einbeck in Lower Saxony. So our company majorly focus on plant breeding, and also seed production. So if I'm right, I think we have branches all over world in 70 countries, more than 70 countries, I would say.
Okay.
And fourth largest seed production or seed selling company in the world. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So one of the top plant breeding companies in Europe and world as well.
Okay. Let's go a little bit back. How you actually landed on this job?
So yeah, I finished my master's. So it took me 2.5 to 3 years, which is around 6 semesters. And then I finished my master's. So I entered the job search visa phase. So where you have 16 months, if I'm right, or 18 months. It's 18 months.
Yeah, 18
so you should find a job in this period. Otherwise, you should go back to your home country. So yeah, I'm almost about on the edge when I got this job. But in these 16 months, I did an internship in the same company for 6 months. After that, I finished my internship and then started applying for jobs in all the countries and also in Germany as well. So yeah, when I'm about to finish my job search visa, I got this job.
All right. So since you already got a chance to do internship in this company,
Yeah.
do you think that helped to
Yeah,
land
I
on
would
this
say
job?
more than 100% it helped me, because so my internship is for 6 months and I worked in the same team actually, so the data management team. Yeah, I think this experience or internship gave me a chance to talk to people in the company and get more info from them, and also about knowing more about the company as well. So yeah, and also they have a chance to know about me, like what is my background and what are my skills, everything. So without this internship, I would say it's really hard to get job in my company. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Then please tell us about how did you get the internship?
So yeah, I'm actually in really stressful phase when I have applied for this internship. So as I told you, I'm about to finish this 18 months of visa.
So this is after you finished your masters,
and then
you did an internship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finished my masters, and yeah, after I think almost 1 year or 10 months later I got this internship. So this 10 months I'm kind of preparing myself, applying for jobs and doing interviews, but nothing went well. So yeah, actually a friend of mine forwarded this internship opportunity in KWS, and when I'm applying I'm not that confident and not that sure because the topic looks a little unfamiliar to me,
Okay.
honestly. And then I thought, okay, I'll give it a try, why not? And then I applied. So because it's an internship, I don't have many rounds of interview. It's just direct with the team lead. So we did the interview for 20 to 30 minutes. And then so I connected my master thesis with the topic what he mentioned. So I'm actually not 100% sure if it is really connected or not, but I went with my gut feeling and spoke something about that, and he really liked it, my view of the problem what they are looking for. So
For the internship.
yeah, exactly. It's not that easy because my team leader mentioned that a lot of fellows applied for this internship as well, and he did many interviews. I don't know what made him to select me, but yeah.
So, can we apply for internship even after finishing masters, or it should be only during the masters?
It's a bit tricky because generally companies or anyone would like to hire a master student who is doing his masters, because after you finish your masters you will be in other visa and it's little hard for them for all the bureaucracy work. So when you are a student it's really easy for them and to do anything. So being a student and getting internship is easy, but after finishing masters, internship is not that easy.
So then my question is like, during this job searching visa, so even during this period we are allowed to do internship?
Yeah, we are allowed.
You retain your student status?
No, so I'm in job search visa. So still they need to work a little more papers from the company and do some processes. That's why generally companies don't prefer who finished their masters, so they go for students. But if you really if they really like you, so they do that process and took some more steps to hire you. So that what happened in my case.
Okay. So is there any connection between the internship that you have done and the job that you are doing right now?
I would say more than 50% it's connected. So after finishing my internship and then I started again for jobs, all these things happened. So yeah, and when I got this job, it's like kind of continuation with my internship process, because yeah, maybe I think I'm not allowed to say the things, but yeah, so I'm continuing what I'm doing before and also more other things, add-ons. So,
Okay.
I think that's one of the major reasons for them to hire me for the job, I guess, because I did already 6 months of work on that and I have experience for how to do it. So they want to prolong this project for 5 to 6 years more. So they really need me, I guess.
Yeah. So there is always a lean thread in the journey, right? So something in your masters led to get the internship, and something in that internship, the thread became a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
And that dragged you to the job.
Exactly. So I did my master's in IPAB, which is Integrated Plant and Animal Breeding. So it's a kind of, I started in 2017 October. So it's a new course, like only one batch went out by then. And so 4 to 5 plant breeding companies in Germany are partners for this master's program. Here in Germany, generally, most of the programs are backed up by some companies. So yeah, I know this company before when I started my masters, and this is kind of partner company to our course. So we had the chance to visit the company and see how it's working
during the master's
course.
course.
During the masters. And there are some employees from KWS who come to our classroom and then give presentations about how they are doing plant breeding, all this. So we have some guest lectures from them, and we have a chance to visit the company as well. So yeah, I think this is the connections from there. So I applied for my master thesis in this company as well, but unfortunately I didn't get it because of many reasons, I would say. But yeah, I didn't give up and then applied for this internship. Yeah, that's
cool. That's cool. So to get a view on the a company in Germany to understand the corporate culture. Can you give a glimpse of the corporate culture that you were enjoying there?
Okay, so this is a little different because if you see in Germany, it's common that the company is owned by a family. It's not generally
Most of the companies
yeah,
are
yeah. So it's not an MNC, I would say. So it's a family-based company. Like a person starts a company and it's taken over by his coming guys. So it's a family-based company and it's a little different from general MNCs what we see. So yeah, it's a the major difference I saw is like even they don't hire people in, like when there is boom they don't keep on hiring like MNCs, and they don't fire you when there is recession, something like that. It's really good in these family based companies, so they follow some rules for sure, and they to get into job it's really hard. It's a very hard steps to get into the job, but once they take you they try to retain you for a long time. Not like so the company is not doing good, so
they really treat
like
you as a family member.
Exactly, so they treat you as a family. And in KWS the major thing I liked is their motto, which is grow yourself as well. So it's not like we are contributing only to the company but your personal growth as well. I think all the companies says that, but I practically see how people grow their career and also personal things in this company.
Okay, that's cool. So you really enjoy that?
Yeah, definitely. Sure. So I finished my master's and started the internship in the same company and also in the job. So I did other internship in one more company, but what I hear from my friends and everyone, I think this is one of the best companies and with great values as well.
Okay. And do you also find growth prospects in your career in this company?
Yeah, definitely. So now I think when they started, of course, agriculture companies start normally with the seed production and some research, but not more of technology. But now they are moving. So this in KWS they totally focus on technology as well. So the team what I'm working is data management. So they try to use all the cutting edge technologies in the research and also for the data management, everything. So if you are really good and there are many opportunities to grow yourself. Like you learn new techniques and they help you as well from the company side. They either provide training from internal, if it's not possible they help you to find an external person who can teach you and also help them for in this process.
That's good. Yeah, and like they also have maybe developing programs, self-developing programs,
exactly.
Or networking events kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. So they keep like we have in Germany we have many units. I would say like in many places we have KWS. So they try to bring together they conduct some events where you meet different people from different departments and they exchange their ideas and workshops, everything. So a few months ago I have attended a workshop on Power Automate. So that's how you get insight into the new software and you discuss with your team, and if all of them feel it's helpful to you, then you try to implement in that. You get more training and then implement that program in your daily work. So
initial days, of course, you have already done your internship there. But how quickly or how challenging it was for you to get integrated into the team or the culture?
Of course, I know the people before, but doing an internship and also and doing a job, full-time job is completely different. Because in internship you report to only one person, your team lead, that's it, and they don't expect much from you. But when you're doing some full-time job, so you need to travel with your colleagues. So in the initial days, so I think my idea was like, don't rush and put your ideas, everything. I think my major point is they shouldn't get a negative impression on you, on your attitude. So like I took my time for a few weeks to months and really understand in the meetings how they are communicating, how things works in the team and also in the company. And I took my time, and then later, now I'm kind of putting my ideas in front of them. Like, don't rush, don't make a negative impression on yourself. So
there is also a bit challenging in being silent initial days.
Yeah.
There's also a problem, right?
So they might think that, so this guy is not performing and not talking anything. So that's a very thin line you should balance. So you should be sure that you need to talk, you need to express your ideas even on the first days, but not everything.
Exactly.
So, and there is a proper polite way of putting your ideas in front of them. So for that I took my time, because I did my masters, of course I did my internship, I don't have any kind of professional experience. So I took my time, settled down, and then put my ideas, and I know the process. And
I mean, just for the sake of to get involved in the conversation, you just
you don't need to come in between and talk something which doesn't make sense.
Which is not actually proportionate what you actually know about the company, and then you think, and what you are actually talking in the meetings. It also can give you a negative impact.
Exactly.
Right?
So when I entered the company, I thought that, okay, I'll take my time. I'll not let them have a negative impression on me, because when they offer me a job, it's not a permanent job. It's for 6 months. So I have this 6 months to settle down and also prove myself to make it permanent job. So I think that worked out. My technique or my way of approach worked out.
So what did you learn in these 2 years of this company, your journey in the company? If you can say like points, like.
So before starting this job, my kind of thinking was like, you don't need perfection, like 100% in most of the things, because the skills, time and efforts. So I used to think that 90 or 80% would be really good.
Okay, you're talking about the perfection. Okay.
So my ideology or my idea is like, so you can make it 90%, you can't make it 100, or you don't need to, because this skills, time and efforts, and also you can do a lot of things in this. But after starting the job and this company, I came to know why it's really important in some aspects, for sure, to make it perfect and 100% sure. So why minute points are really important.
So okay, perfection is important.
I would say not in every case, but you need to be smart enough to think which needs perfection, for sure.
Okay.
You can't leave everything on 90%, I would say. 95%.
So how it is beneficial, for example, I'm really taking care of to be perfect 100%, like even with minute things, I finish the project 100%, not 80 or not 90. How it helps? Do you think it will help?
So
because nowadays it's like it's becoming viral, like don't be perfect or too much perfectionism, don't focus on the perfectionism kills your time, and something like productivity kind of thing.
I'm up to that as well, because my ideas don't need to be perfect. But so that's what I said. You should be smart, or you should think many times if this needs perfection or not. Of course, everything doesn't need perfection, but there are certain aspects, certain things that needs perfection for sure, according to me. Because for some projects or some ideas, what I observed, so if you make it 80, 90, 95 and leave some loose ends, this might create problem in coming future after 4 years or 5 years.
Okay, so that whatever you left, 10% or 5%, that might come back after a few years.
Not in everything, but so that depends. Like if your project is intended for long time, let's say 15, 20 years, or if it is 1 year, it's fine to not make it perfect in 1 year. You can leave it loose ends. But if it is a long process, of course you can't make 100, I would say. You can at least try to be more perfect as far as possible. So this helps to solve at least avoid the problems that will come in future.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's my observation.
I mean, it's what you have left over
Yeah, exactly.
without perfection.
Yeah.
If it is really important, maybe not at that point,
Yeah, but
then that becomes very big problem in the future and come back,
exactly.
and,
So you make it 95%, leave it now. It's almost finished. Of course, 95% is not easy.
Yeah.
You finish, leave it. But after 3-4 years, it comes back to you. It might come back to you with the question, what is this? And nobody have an idea what exactly it is and where it is left.
that means after 5 years, you have actually done only 5%, and now it is,
Yeah,
and
so-
that became 90%
Exactly. To trace
finished.
back and think about the things what you have left, and so you have left it for 5 years, this loose end. So you need to keep on tying from this. Yeah.
Okay, this is important point. So that you learned here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay. I mean, yeah. Anything else?
I would say, yeah, like I said before, no need to rush. Of course, you need to perform well in the company, in the meetings, in everything.
Initial days.
Initial days, no need to rush, because you need some time to understand your team. Because now I think work, of course, you learn it today or tomorrow. It's not that hard to learn the work, but it's really important you focus on your attitude and how you speak, because when you're in a big company and with a big team, so there is a chance that if you talk something, even if you don't mean it, or if your intention was totally different, that might go in a very negative way. So think twice before you talk, and be sure that will not hurt or demean someone or something. Not someone. Generally, we don't speak about people, but if somebody puts some idea, so if you don't like it, maybe you are 50% right and he's 50% right. So you need healthy discussion, but not argument. And you should really focus on how you convey your things.
Okay. So before you landed on this job, how many applications have you?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually, I don't know the exact number. Let's say at least 150 to 200 applications.
Okay. In the span of
after finishing my masters, I applied for, let's say, 10 jobs, and I got 2 interviews. Then I thought, okay, it's not that hard to get a job in Germany, because out of 10 I got 2 interviews, and if I perform like this, if I do in this way, I might land in a job.
Okay.
But when I finish almost 1 year, I didn't get a single interview in the 6 months. I applied for let's say 50 to 60 positions in this time of 8 to 10 months. I didn't get anything.
Why?
I don't know. That's so I think it's totally depends on many aspects. So the job market and the area where you apply,
The time.
also the time, definitely. And
Okay.
what jobs you apply actually. So I might have applied for total different jobs where my expertise is not that good. So you need to go through the job application really good and sort out. I used to apply like whatever I feel, okay, this suits me, I used to apply. They don't even shortlist my application for interview this 8 months.
With 50 to 60 applications,
yeah.
you didn't even get a call for an
nothing.
interview. And then?
So I started this internship. So initially I don't have a hope on this internship, but I got
and then you got the internship.
Yeah,
You
so
applied for
I
the
applied for
internship.
this internship. Actually, I'm a bit hesitant to apply this as well. I thought I'm already in some kind of stress and like depression, I would say, because you already applied for 60, 70 jobs.
So you're applying jobs and internships parallelly.
Yeah. So more jobs and less internship, because
Okay.
I told you, right? So most of the companies don't prefer an master's finished student to take for internship. So I'm applying for internships and also jobs, but more jobs.
Okay.
And for this internship exactly, so I thought, okay, this is not my topic. I might not apply. But this is in my subconscious mind that there is some connection to my thesis and this internship. So that's how I applied. And then, okay, after getting this internship, I thought, okay, now again, butterflies fly away. And I thought, okay, I got the internship in best company and it's very easy to get a job after this.
Okay.
But it's not the case.
Okay. So after finishing the internship, you started applying again.
Yeah. So mostly,
And
yeah.
sorry,
Yeah, sure.
but didn't you get a chance to talk to the people during you were doing your internship to land on a job
Yeah,
there?
I did. So I applied for a few positions. I would say there is some advantage of being in a company and then applying within the company, because you can skip few steps like HR rounds, all these steps, and you can go to the interview directly. But I did kind of, I think, 1 to 2 interviews being there, but that doesn't suit my profile of masters, so it didn't work out.
Okay.
I applied, but yeah, it didn't work out.
Okay, then it came out and then you started applying again.
Yeah, I came out, I would say in December, and then yeah, I took the vacation time, everything, because I'm confident that with this internship, I'm really happy I'm going to get a job. And then started in the mid of Jan, I guess, to apply for jobs again. But this time I did it a little more specific and more vigorous way.
Okay.
I would say like, I think from February to March, 2 months of time, I did around 25 to 30 interviews. Yeah.
Okay.
This internship helped me a lot for shortlisting my CV
Okay.
for interview. That's I think, yeah, that's one very important point for master students or for anyone. So it's not only your academics or the subjects what you study, your work experience as an intern really matters for a job or a PhD. Let's say
Internships gives the opportunity to gain the...
Exactly. So if you think from the employee perspective, the company, let's say you get 90% or 95% in your academics, and your profile is without any job experience, like no internships. And if there is a guy who has 80%, let's say 75% even, and has 1 or 2 internships in his CV, they prefer them. That's my personal experience.
So try to do as many internships as possible.
Yeah.
Maybe with some connections.
Exactly.
That even give you accumulated effect.
Exactly. So yeah, when you do internships, first thing, you know how each company works in its own way. At least I would suggest 2 to 3 internships is really good for a master student. At least 2. So you meet people and see how that company works, and also you improve your connections. When you are in university, you meet only professors and your colleagues and PhD students. Not many chance, like you can go to some seminars or some workshops. But when you are in company, it's totally different.
Okay. So then you applied many,
Yeah.
but finally you landed on this job because of there is a thread connection.
Exactly, that connection.
How did you feel during this process of applications? Because you finished the masters in University of Göttingen, and you are so confident that you could land on a job, but that was not the case. And then finally you got internship, and now you again that boosted your confidence. And then when you came out of that, again you fall into the same cycles.
Yeah.
But during the course of the journey, how did you cope up with the stress?
Yeah, I think nobody talks about this, but this is really important thing, because yeah, we are in a different country and you are not with your family and friends where you grew up for, let's say, 25 years.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what exactly you are. There is no moral support to you. So you should have definitely a good circle of friends here, and you need to discuss for sure. Mark my words, for sure. So if you keep on thinking within yourself and do this process, of course you might get something, you might not get something, but this stress it gives is really bad. So
you used to share with your friends?
Exactly, yeah.
Or friends help you to forget the stress?
Yeah,
when you hang out with them.
Exactly. So I even I'm stressed out, nothing is working out with the jobs, I never give up socializing with my friends. Like I'm not in a mood that okay, I'll not meet people, I'll not meet friends. I'm not in that phase. I'm kind of guy like, okay, whatever happens, okay, something will come to you. But yeah,
if you stop that interaction with your friends, evening times, you know, then you go deep into this.
Exactly. For me personally, yeah, this helped me and boosted my confidence a lot. Like I used to discuss everything with you and Vijaya and some friends as well. So yeah, this helped me a lot, a lot. I mean, not professionally. Like I mean, of course, everybody has different background and they don't know about my plant breeding or what companies I'm applying for. But they give you confidence and say that okay, you might try this option, you might try this option, there is other way you can get around this topic. So this gives you other perspective of the thing you are going. So that's
very important.
Important, yeah, for me.
Okay,
for sure. I think for everyone actually, don't stress yourself, share everything. Not to everyone, but you will have some close circle, like 4 to 5 guys or anything. So share with them, hang out, don't stress yourself.
Did you also try to apply for PhD positions?
Yeah, actually, I think here comes a very important point. So when I'm doing my master thesis, so I think master thesis needs some writing a lot. So you need to think about you need to go read a lot of research work, a lot of papers and write. So when I'm doing my master thesis, I realized like I have a doubt on myself if I fit to academics or not. So because I really don't enjoy going through research papers and writing, but I thought okay, in this 1 year time, I thought I should give it a try. So I applied for jobs, I applied for PhDs, but the ratio, let's say out of 190 jobs, 10 or 5 PhDs, and I went to few interviews for PhD. Then I realized okay, this is not my thing, definitely.
So there is a difference between interviews between the
personally jobs. I felt maybe there is not, but I really felt that okay, even I don't get a job, the interview way and the procedure how the company works is really good and fits for me, not the academics, because I felt little restricted and in a cage when I'm doing a PhD interview. Like it's like
okay, but during the interviews.
Yeah.
Okay, can you share a bit about the differences between the interviews when academics and corporate companies?
Okay, so when it comes to corporate companies and jobs, my personal experience is okay, they are really welcoming, I would say, and most of the time it's like a discussion, not like shooting some questions, checking your technical skills and your academic knowledge, nothing. Of course, they need something, they'll ask you that, but it's more of friendly conversations.
Okay.
When it comes to PhD and academics, I felt okay. I mean, I have attended very few.
Of course, you can. It's your opinion, your experience.
I attended very few PhD interviews, but at that time, I felt like they are shooting the like it's like a I would say
bullets.
Game.
Okay.
They keep on asking you questions and you should answer them.
So more about technical or academic stuff and less friendly or less about your personal life or
exactly.
How to say that? Maybe like to make yourself comfortable in the during the interview at least.
So the companies or the HR, I think that's the little difference. So companies has this HR process and they really make kind of friendly conversations with you, so you feel first settled in the interview and then you talk very friendly. But so these PhD interviews, I think it's like 4 to 5 academic PhD and professors sitting around you, and okay, this it's like bullets coming from all around. Okay, so then you decided this is not for me. Academics are not for me. Then that at least help you to completely focus and divert your applications to corporate companies. So for one particular interview, I thought, okay, I didn't even answer the questions. I just want to finish this as soon as possible because the professor didn't even give a smile when they started the interview. I mean, it's not even welcoming. So then I realized, okay, academics is not my thing. Not even 1%. Don't even think about it.
Okay. So Surya, since you have since you have experienced many interviews, job interviews, is there anything that you want to give as a suggestion to the upcoming master students or who are aspired to be to land on jobs?
So definitely. So I think the major thing that affected me is like the confidence and the
I mean,
attitude.
at least how to face the interviews,
Yeah.
something like that.
The attitude and the confidence you go with, like even of course you need some subject knowledge definitely, but now in this 2023 20th century, all the companies are focusing on your attitude, I would say. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean they are also sure that after getting the job, or you can learn anything in few days. It's not that important, but how you attend and how you talk is really matters. So I have a really good example for you. So I did my internship, applied for jobs, did many things, and then I got the position in KWS.
You got job in KWS.
Yeah, I got the job in KWS, but as I told you, I applied for many jobs. After getting this job, I got one more interview from one of the reputed companies, I would say. So I thought, should I give this interview or not? Then I think, okay, it's okay. They already scheduled a meeting. I don't want to cancel that. I thought, okay, yeah, I'll go and just give it a try. Doesn't matter now because I already have a job. It boosts my confidence, and yeah, it helped me to go like myself. It doesn't matter. Of course, I don't want that job, so I went like myself, and then started the interview. Okay, and then they asked me the questions, but I don't feel any difference when I'm attending the other interviews and this interview. But I think the person who is sitting on the other chair really felt it, because I'm not stressed out because I already have this job. I'm confident. My attitude is really positive. So I went as Surya, and so they asked me some academic questions as well. Previous interviews, I used to stress out if I don't know the answer.
Okay.
But for this, I said, okay, yeah, I answered few. For some, I thought, okay, I told them like, okay, I don't recall the exact answer. And the guy asked me like, okay, but you are coming for an interview. You should get prepared for this and come. I said, yeah, but I finished my master's 1 year ago, so I don't recall. Sorry. Okay, so and then after that I had one more round. Actually, I thought with that round they'll not invite me to the other round, because I in my opinion I didn't perform well. But that's the other way around for them.
Okay.
They invited me to the second round of interview.
You appeared more genuine this time.
Exactly.
You didn't afraid of anything to
Nothing.
like you. There is no guilt in you that I couldn't answer something.
Exactly.
So you just freely told them that I couldn't recall something.
Exactly. So don't. I would say, yeah, this is suggestion. I would say, don't try to make up something if you don't know. I mean, if you have an idea, try to say this. But if you don't know something, like 100%, you don't know that, don't put some messy words.
Or don't stress out.
Yeah, don't stress out. Say that, okay, I don't recall, but yeah, I think it's not a very big thing to go back and learn this.
Because this is the second interview that you were offered the job.
Yeah, exactly. So
right?
Yeah, after this round, I'm invited to second round of interview with 4 more people. And the same attitude I went, like I have already a job. I don't care about this. For me personally, it's like kind of a bit aggressive, I would say.
Inside.
Yeah, because that's not me how I attended the other interviews. But this little aggressive, I would say. But for them, it's how I am. And they offered me the job, full-time job.
Okay. Why you didn't choose that job, second job?
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's a little tricky question, and I took some risk because in my current job, initially I was offered for 6 months of position, and the other company is also a very good company, and it gave me for a permanent contract.
Oh.
So I spoke to some other guys, not my friends and close circle, but other guys who are already working in both of the companies. And most of them suggested that, okay, when they are offering a permanent position, it's really good to go there. But my gut feeling and my interest, and I already have some experience in this company, I really want to take this. So there might be a time that after this is 6 months.
Though there is a chance that you can be terminated after 6 months.
Yeah.
You took this one.
Yeah. calculated risk. I would
Having
say.
already experienced
Yeah,
many
still.
failures in the interviews.
Yeah, still.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have a little confidence on that and some calculated risk because what I'm doing now in this company is more interesting for me. So related to data, a little software, and also science.
Right.
If I go to other job, it's more into totally in research. I want to expand my career or go further in technology and also science together.
Application oriented.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know. So you did your master's in University of Göttingen, and what is your course, master's course?
It's a integrated plant and animal breeding.
Okay. So before that, you were you did your bachelor's in India. So
Agriculture bachelor's, yeah.
that's bachelor's in
Agriculture.
agriculture.
Yeah. Agriculture
Okay.
BSc. Yeah.
Okay. Then what made you to decide to come here to and do the masters?
So yeah, I think I should bring one good point here. Oh yeah, my thinking or my way of deciding things is by going what I don't want actually. So I don't know what I really want, but I know what I don't want. So after my bachelor's, I thought of doing some startup or something like that. I started working on that. Of course, startups are not that easy, I think. So it didn't work out.
Which startup?
So I had a couple of ideas. Of course, I think this is very common for all the guys who finish their bachelor's. I say mushroom production.
Even I tried.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a kind of passion for everyone to start mushroom cultivation. Okay. Yeah. Apart from that, some organic agriculture farms. So I tried for a couple of months and did some research, met people who already did that. So I'm in this process. And then comes the question from your family and friends, everyone, what next? You finished your bachelor's. So what next? I told them, okay, I'm working on it. So they left me.
So you didn't want to do masters at that time. You directly wanted to do some startup.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like I told you, I know what I don't want to do. So I know that I don't want to go for a 9-to-5 job after bachelor's in India. Definitely.
Okay, that's what you don't want to do.
Yeah. So that's a cross mark for me. Sure, I'm not going to work. So a lot of friends of mine attended a lot of interviews after bachelor's. They got jobs, everything was good. But I didn't even thought of going for an interview, for an experience. I'm 100% sure I'm not going to do a job there after bachelor's. My idea, okay, I cross out that, thinking, okay, that's what my total journey or career is like. I know what I don't want.
So then what happened with your startup?
Yeah, so a friend of mine and I did some research, met people, spoke to them, and we thought, okay, in coming 6 months we'll start something. But then
something or mushroom culture?
Mushroom, and so we didn't decide yet. Like we are kind of doing research at that time, either mushroom cultivation, because our initial idea was for definitely mushroom cultivation, but we met 5 to 6 people like who already did this and doing that, and the output they gave is not that what we imagined of the startup. So then we came up with the second idea, some organic farms, and I think this sustainable things came into our mind. But the society and the family and friends didn't give me that much time. So first they asked me the question, what next? And I told them I'm working on it. They leave you for 2-3 months and then come up with already a suggestion. Go for this, go for that. You can't be idle like that at home.
Okay.
But I'm not idle, I'm already working, but that's not they want. They asked me to go for bank coaching, for bank jobs.
So they pushed you to go to job in a bank rather than appreciating your efforts to be a startup.
I would say because it's not completely their fault as well, because the economic condition of the family.
They're there, but they are watching.
Yeah, it's fine. So the economic condition is not that good for my family. So if I take some
So there is a reason.
yeah, there is, if I take some economic risk at that age, and if I can't come out, this will affect my entire career, my life. So they are afraid of that. I think most of us from middle class families face this problem.
Yeah. They suggest. I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, like, keep something to fall back on. You know, that's
Exactly.
very common. So
Exactly. And at that point, it felt a valid point to me. So because we don't have a very good, of course, we can go for loans, but it's a very big process. But the point they give me is go for bank job coaching. Not even, of course, I think it's not that easy to get a bank job in India. It's a government job, so it's
to land on the job, you need to write exams,
Yeah,
right?
exams.
For that exam, you need a vigorous coaching.
yeah, definitely.
For that coaching, there are a lot of plenty
Yeah.
corporate
And
coaching
it's
centers.
not less than how people prepare for groups as well, because you need to invest your at least 8 hours or 7 hours of time in these coaching centers or personal coaching, and you need to give like prelims, mains, and interview. A lot of competition, I would say. Then I would say my brain popped up again and thought, okay, this is not my thing. So run away.
You went to coaching.
No,
You didn't go to coaching.
so I'm clear about what I don't want.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, this is the time so to take other path. I don't want that. So I told them I'll not take it definitely.
Okay. So now there is no permission to continue startup, and you don't want the bank jobs. And what next?
So yeah, at that time, so what next is the option is to go for masters in India or do a job. I mean, not if not bank job, go for other interviews and land in a job, or I should go to abroad for a masters. Out of all these three, I crossed out other two because I don't want both of them definitely.
You didn't want to do job 9 to 5 job, but now you're doing that.
Yeah, that's the really important thing. I don't know whether this will go in a negative sense, but I think when after finishing bachelor's, immediately going to a 9 to 5 job, I want to explore a little more.
Okay, that's clear. Okay,
And I want work-life balance definitely.
not soon after your bachelor's,
Yeah.
but you want to explore a bit. And
I need some 3 to 4 years time to think about myself, really what I want, or else what I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and then restrict myself, and after you start a job, I think you don't have much option. You go to your family and say that I'm going to quit a job. Of course, nobody is going to say yes, quit the job and do whatever you want. So I want some time to think about myself, about my career, about my thoughts.
Once you get a job, you fall into some EMI. What is that?
Exactly. EMI.
EMI, and
You
you're
take a
done.
car, you take a home, you are done. You
You're
have
locked
no option.
in the job.
Yeah, you are in a maze. You can't come out.
Especially when you had a startup ideas
Mindset,
and the
yeah.
mindset. Exactly. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
then, okay, that's how you diverted yourself to the masters, and little bit exploratory. It's better when you go abroad. So, what is your experience during the master's course in terms of the course that you learned?
Yeah. Actually, I would say it's totally different from what I thought, because my bachelor's is in agricultural science, and this master's program is integrated plant and animal breeding. I thought it would be more of research and more what I studied in my bachelor's, more advanced things in those things. But this particular master's is kind of different because they designed this master's program in a way that you learn the applications, the softwares.
Oh,
So I think in this 21st century, there is a really gap between the scientists and the software developers. So for example, the scientists want a new tool where they can work with a lot of statistics and a lot of data. So the scientist language or their terms is really hard for the developers to get.
okay.
So they want a bridge in between. So our program is designed in a way that we learn these things
Okay.
So we have knowledge on the breeding and also on the developer end. Like, yeah, what the, yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So after coming here, I learned a lot of statistical tools like R, SQL, and a little of Python. So they integrated this in our master's program. It's not just studying and doing exams. You practically do kind of coding.
Okay, the course appears like animal plant breeding,
Yeah.
a kind of science.
Yeah.
But you also have a little science.
Yeah. I mean, you're totally connected to science, but it's
Okay.
more on the other end, like
Application oriented.
exactly. Yeah. So, and I think it really helped me to learn this R software and all this and do some analysis, and this helped me for this job, for the job in KWS.
So initial days, could you tell me
Yeah.
how you got accommodation initially?
So, yeah, I need to start from when I landed in Germany. Yeah, I took a bus from Frankfurt to Göttingen. It's winter. It's on October 25th, 2017. It's too cold. I'm not that aware that it's going to be -degrees, and my clothing is not that good. So you came to railway station to pick me up. Yeah, and I still remember the egg curry what I ate on that day.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then I stayed with you guys for I think at least 15 days to 1 month, and actually I thought, okay, Germany is so good to live in because I used to travel with you in car and we used to talk. That's a very good thing after coming from India. You enjoy, you see the German culture, everything. But the real struggle starts when you go out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I came out after 1 month because I got a temporary accommodation where I stayed there. And later, it's really, I think already a lot of guys told this, but this is very important and crucial point. Getting admission is kind of okay, but finding an accommodation is really hard if you don't know people here.
Yeah. Usually students change many times here and there and there.
Yeah.
Because each time they get temporary accommodations,
Yeah.
and then somehow they manage.
So for us, it's like we didn't get accommodation in Göttingen at all. So we moved to Bovenden, which is a nearby village from Göttingen. So it will take you 1 hour from Bovenden to get to Göttingen.
Okay.
Yeah.
By bus.
Yeah, by bus.
Okay.
And the bus frequency is not that good. And it will not take you near your home. You need to walk, like it's a total uphill, and you need to walk for 20 minutes, I would say. So imagine in the cold weather getting groceries on the uphill with a luggage. Yeah.
Did you do any part-time jobs?
Actually, yeah, I did a lot. I would say in total, including the student assistant jobs, I think at least 10 part-time jobs during
Student assistant jobs.
Yeah, so it's student assistant jobs are what you do in the university with a professor. So they call it heavy jobs. They are really good for your academic career as well. So this is a very good option when you are doing your masters. Find a heavy job. That's how you learn new things and your CV becomes more stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from this,
I did food delivery, which is out of all, this is my favorite part-time job, I would say, because the other things are really harder. I worked in a restaurant. Yeah, this is a nightmare to me. So I used to feel really bad the day when I have shift, because I used to work really hard in this restaurant and used to come back at home at
what is the work?
So it's in the kitchen. So it's kind of maintaining the dishwashing machine. So you get all the dishes what they used, you put them in the machine, and you stand around the machine, which is at 150 or 200 degrees temperature, and be really careful. Yeah, so I used to come back at 1 in the night or 1:30 if the work is really heavy. Yeah, so I did not many days, but for 3 to 4 months, but that's a really bad time in my life, I would say.
How was the food delivery? So you used to do
on bike. Of course, in winter, it's a little bit hard because your hands get frozen, and when it's raining, you can't use your mobile for the addresses, but I would say this is really good. So you'll be outside on the roads, enjoying, seeing the people. And
but winters?
In winters, yeah, it's okay. You can manage, like if you have proper clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and you take break like for 10-15 minutes you can take a break for going into the restaurant and staying there if you feel really cold.
How many kilometers do you used to, on an average per day, used to bike?
I don't recall properly. Maybe at least on an average 20-25, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really good. Like you see people and you don't feel that you are walking. You are kind of doing some cycling for your physical fitness. I did a part-time job where I need to lift 50 kgs rice bag. So I think it will be a little surprising for.
So how many bags you should lift? So you have to lift.
So it's a big go down. So this is for disaster management, because so when you come across some natural calamity, there will be shortage of food, right? So Germany is kind of storing in that go down for some reason for the backup. But yeah, it's already from so long time. It's going to go bad, the rice. So they want to use it now. That's why they want to shift these bags to some other place.
Okay.
There I went there. And then, yeah, of course, you don't need to lift 50 kgs by yourself, but 2 people will be working on this each bag. But you lift with your fingers actually, because there is no space to take it. And all the 25 kgs or 30 kgs weight is on your fingertips. So I worked for 1 day and it's like, yeah, pathetic experience. You need to keep on lifting. It's not like you take 10 bags. It's like full go down of rice bags. And then so I went for 1-2 days, and the 3rd day I decided, okay, I can't do this anymore. And the in charge over there is also very generous, and he came to me and told me that this is not the job for students. So yeah, I'm sorry that you suffered a little. So yeah.
Okay. Any other jobs?
Okay, I also worked in kind of renovating a house actually.
Huh.
Yeah, so I did many things when I'm doing my masters. So yeah, a guy bought a house and want to renovate it, and so it's kind of construction work. I worked there for I think 2 weeks, I would say, from morning to evening. It's not like you work 1 or 2 hours, come back. No, you work in dust. You stay there for 8 hours. Yeah.
So
that's why I told food delivery is the best job. And I recommend, I think, yeah, for master students who don't have financial support, it's good to go for a part-time job. First option would be heavy, the student assistant.
But the heavy jobs are not frequently available, right?
So yeah, you don't need to be hesitant actually. You should be open and ask the professors. Don't poke them, don't keep on stressing them out, but asking them is not a problem. Like you can go ask, or you can write an email. I'm so and so. I'm looking for. I have experience in this. So first you need to do a little research about his team, what they are working on, and if you have some experience in that, write that. Okay, I have experience in this and this. I would like to apply for a student assistant. So I did actually 3 student assistant jobs.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And I think for the internship, what I did, this student assistant jobs helped me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking back and all these struggles and little packs, how do you feel now?
Yeah, I mean, even when I'm doing all
you miss those days?
master's days?
These struggling days?
Yeah, definitely, because I never felt I'm struggling actually. Of course, we used to work hard, think a lot, but we never stopped enjoying. Yeah, we used to hang out with friends, make a lot of trips whenever it's possible, and never stress out.
Yeah, tell me about how you guys used to hang out, and did you explore the Europe?
Yeah, actually, so we have been to many countries in Europe. So it's not, I think there is a perspective that you need a lot of money to make trips. Yeah, when you want to visit other country at least, but it's not the case. If you plan in a proper time, in proper process, it's not that expensive. You can make it very economic.
For example?
Yeah. So there are some flights called Ryanair flights, where of course you don't get luggage, you don't get comfort, but for a few trips where we went to Cyprus and Malta, the ticket price, can you guess a price for, it's an island.
10 years back, I knew that we could go from, Berlin to Italy with $10.
Yeah, so it's the same even after these many years. We went with 10 euros from Vienna to Cyprus. I'm from there. to
10
Malta.
euros?
Yeah, 10 euros. That's it.
Vienna to Cyprus.
Yeah. I'm from Cyprus to Malta, and from Malta to Vienna. Yeah. We covered kind of 4 countries in that trip: Austria, Cyprus, Malta, and with very low money.
Wow.
It's not that hard to manage. So you need proper planning.
You have Airbnb and all.
Exactly. You need a little adjustments in the comfort. So yeah, then you can do it. And yeah, we used to hang out a lot with friends, like not on the weekdays, not only on the weekends, on the weekdays as well. So whoever feel like I'm a little bored, I'm a little stressed, okay, we call each other and say, okay, let's cook something here, let's play some games. So we go there, do that. So that's how I think I survived these 6 years.
But I would like to ask you, what are your next plans?
Coming to career, I think my job now is really good, but I want to enhance my skills in the IT sector. Like there are many things now in the market. You need to learn them, because with one thing you can't stretch your job. Yeah, you need to learn many things. So
What do you think? Can you give some keywords, like kind of that people need to explore these days?
So yeah, of course it depends on what project they're working on, but I think now as ChatGPT came, I think you need to definitely enhance your skills in other aspects as well. For me, I'm looking for more automation actually.
Okay.
Yeah, one example would be Power Automate from Microsoft. So yeah, you should put some efforts into it, but yeah, I think Power Automate is really good. Yeah, yeah, coding, I think yeah, I'm not that into coding, so I would like to turn it down a little and then learn other softwares,
Okay.
which will help me and also my team for growing.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So with that, I would like to thank and wish you all the best.
And thank you very much for inviting me as well.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.